My name is Chad Crawford, and I'm pretty much crazy for all things Florida.
Pig snook.
Along with my dedicated film crew, we travel the state in search of pure Florida adventure.
He's going under the boat! He's going under the boat!
Along the way, we'll meet some of Florida's finest.
All right.
As they show us how to rock the Sunshine State. And we'll pinch salt and squeeze lemons with our master of Florida flavor, Chef Justin.
Beef and Florida veggies.
This is Full Throttle Florida like you've never seen before. So hold on as we show you how to do Florida.
On this episode of How to Do Florida, we're exploring the Sunshine State where the sun don't shine.
I need a few minutes just to think about this.
We're dropping down into Florida's fascinating interior as Chad goes dry caving. And Chef Justin's bringing you a classic Latino favorito, refreshing sangria.
All right, cheers. Here's to Florida tropical fruit sangria.
And then we're getting some FaceTime with one of Florida's most beloved marine mammals.
The manatees are so thick you could walk across them. Well, not quite, but pretty dang close.
Chad is showing you how to swim with marvelous manatees.
Manatee.
So get ready as we show you how to do Florida.
Hey, today on the show, we're gonna show you how to do dry caving. Right here, Ben. Go on.
I'm about to enter a Florida much different from the one I'm used to. A world of eerie darkness and unnerving quiet.
The Canyon Zip Line and Canopy Tours is Florida like you've never seen it before. This 94-acre limestone quarry is full of deep caverns, rocky cliffs that have remained virtually untouched since the miners walked away from here over 80 years ago.
It's been over a century since large deposits of phosphates were discovered around Ocala, swelling a sleepy little town of 300 to a mining town of almost 5,000. By the 1930s, the mining operations had run their course, leaving this part of Florida littered with quarries, caves, and hollowed-out deposits just waiting to be explored. Ocala is located about an hour and a half northwest of Orlando. My guide for this subterranean adventure is Clay Parton.
Clay?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
All right, you Chad?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
So you're my caving expert today.
I'm your cave guide, and we'll take you through and show you what we got underground Florida.
So we're going through a little hole.
There's a couple little squeezes you're gonna go through.
Are you gonna oil me down? I mean, how does that work?
You're gonna breathe out,
Okay.
and then we're gonna butter you up.
You're gonna
and
butter
then
me
we're
up.
gonna stick you through.
So there's butter involved. Let's do this before I change my mind.
All right, let's
do
go.
it.
Believe it or not, when Clay is not exploring caves or launching people on extreme zipline adventures, this Florida native is a sought-after male fashion model by agencies around the world.
So this is clay.
This is clay.
So there's South Beach clay and there's
There's many different clays.
Step 1 of dry caving, learn the do's and don'ts.
This is a part of the fun right here, right? Just driving this thing around.
As we head out into the Central Florida wilderness, the first lesson I would learn, watch your step.
Mother of pearl.
Clay uses our first stop to lay down some ground rules, or rather, hole in the ground rules.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, man.
That is cool. So Clay, what are some other dangers with just caving like this?
There's a couple rules when you're caving you need to follow. Number one is you want to have at least 3 people with you when you go in a cave. Another thing that could happen is you could get down in there and you could notice that the air quality was getting bad. You'll start getting kind of giddy, your lips will get numb, and what's happening inside is your body's not getting enough oxygen.
So you guys have a high-tech device for this?
Right, a lighter. What you should see is if the air quality is bad, there will be a gap between the lighter and the flame, but it looks like a magic trick. That means you need to
Get the heck out.
slowly exit.
This is not the hole we're gonna go in today.
No, not this one. I wanted to bring you here just to show you the dangers and risks that come along with something like this on your property.
I just saw a little man walk by, like a little elf. He was like that big. He
They're
just walked by.
making cookies.
This brings us to step 2, gearing up.
Clay, so what kind of gear do we need for dry caving?
All right, first thing you want is a helmet, all right? You want to protect your head. You don't want things falling on it. On your helmet, you'll have a light so your hands will be free. You're gonna want some knee pads and some elbow pads.
I'd say Clay's got these worn in.
Okay, here's the biggie, step 3. It's time to get your nerve up and head underground.
Oh my gosh. You know, I'll be honest with you, the realities of what we're about to do is starting to set in. Like we're going in that hole, right?
We're going in. You feeling all right?
Oh, man, I thought I was ready for this.
I need a few minutes just to think about this.
Maybe I'm not.
What else is in there besides me and you?
Crickets.
I can deal with crickets. What else?
Couple roaches.
Done
and,
that. What else?
We found a snake.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, I made it inside, but this was just the beginning.
So we're gonna be moving through here. This is the touching I told you about, back and chest. You wanna just keep your cool.
Whew. Glad I didn't biggie size that value meal.
So if you look right here, you can see the crystals on the rock. That was made from water flowing by this area a lot.
So water used to flow where we are right now.
Right, that's what made this passage through here. You're one of 15 people in the history of Earth that's ever been here. It's a lot bigger in here.
Dude, this totally reminds me of digging forts as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, in the sand.
Oh yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool. Now if you look right here behind you, this is just filled with fossils. See if you can pull that out.
Oh yeah. This is a piece of a sea urchin.
Right.
We're 60 feet underground and we're finding seashells and bits of sea urchin. That's pretty cool.
As I began to realize what an amazing world I had entered, some of my initial anxieties began to fade away.
You just watch your step and try not to hit your head on the ceiling above you.
But that wasn't the case for Tom Postal, our production coordinator. Tom was already a little nervous about this segment, and at about 50 feet in, he had had all he could take.
I'm feeling considerably out of breath. Little on the shaky side, almost queasy.
Basically, he don't feel comfortable being in here, and quite honestly, I can't blame him. And so Tyler, one of our guides, is gonna take him back out. You gonna knock him out? How are you gonna get him out of here?
Just think happy thoughts, Tom.
All attempts at levity aside, caving is an exercise for the mind as much as it is for the body. Learning to slow your breathing down, calm your fears, and appreciate the incredible feeling of being deep underground.
So what is it inside of you that makes you want to just keep going and keep going exploring?
I'd rather be stuck in a cave than stuck in an office, you know? So I choose this as a profession. It may not, make me rich and famous one day, but, I love what I do.
It really is a unique experience to be down in Florida like this.
What a day. I got to conquer my fears of small dark places, scream down an insane zip line, and sharpen my catwalking skills with a certified supermodel.
Snap. Snap it.
Just another day in paradise. So grab your helmet, knee pads, flashlight, and spirit of adventure, and explore a side of Florida few are willing to see.
This clay will wash out of these clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You're going to turn your lights off.
What?
Yeah, you're going to turn your lights off.
Right now.
Right now.
All right.
All right.